Hey church fam, Pastor John here. I want to take just a minute and share my heart with you about something I've been talking about in a few different ways and mentioned this one of the last times we got together. But here's what brought to mind as I think about what I'm about to share with you. Remember when you were younger? And I can remember some times where I was maybe in junior high and I started growing a little bit and I didn't know what was happening, but my legs would just hurt. They would just ache all the time and nothing really seemed to make it go away. And I would ask my mom and my dad about it and their answer was, "You are experiencing growing pains." Now that didn't make a bit of sense to me at the time, but of course, after some experience and after having your own kids and you see the growth happening in your life, then you understand that that's a real thing. Now, it's called growing pains for a reason, because sometimes it's painful to grow. It's hard to go through a growing season at times, and it means change and it means some new things. And one of those unique opportunities we have as a church is that we are going through some growing pains. Let me say that's a privilege to be able to experience, but we are experiencing that as a church. In order to respond to that the right way, we have to understand we have a biblical reason to do that. We have a great commission given to us in Matthew 28. We want to take the gospel everywhere. We have a responsibility to reach the people right where we live. Hebrews speaks of Jesus as being the hope for every home, and we want that for every home right here in the Permian Basin. So we have this biblical responsibility. We have reasons to keep growing through those pains. And then we have some practical ones. We're hitting some percentages in each service that are becoming a lid for us to reach one more. Parking lots are 90% full or more. We're experiencing those things. The last thing we want, and we have experienced this, be honest, is there are folks that have come to some things that we do and there wasn't a seat for them. And that should stir up in us something to do so that we don't ever have that happen again. I want you to bring one more. If we're always thinking about our one more, we want there to be a seat and a parking space for them when they get here. If you have been working on a friend or family member or somebody in your life that you've been trying to get to come to church and they finally show up, we want to make sure that there's room for them. And so what that means for us is this. We're used to, on some day like an Easter, to adding a third service, but typically we would go back to 2 services after that Easter. Well, this year it's different. I'm excited to announce that starting April 5th, we will have 3 weekly services. We won't go back to 2. We're going to keep 3 because we get to make room for what we get to do this together, to make room for more families and give more people more opportunities to find hope in Christ. It's also exciting to say they're going to be brand new service times, all of them. The new service times starting April 5th for the weekly services will be 8:30, 10 o'clock, and 11:30. Plenty of opportunities for you and your family and those that you know and are inviting the church to come join us. Yes, we know there's a lot of things that pull at schedules and sports tends to be a big deal. And although I love sports, I sure do hate how it takes over everything sometimes. Well, show up in your uniform, show up in your coach's uniform and come on to church and then head on to that practice or playing field. This is a great move for us to expand our opportunity to reach more people. It's like in Luke chapter 5 where Jesus goes out in a boat with his disciples and he gives them instruction to throw the nets down on a certain part of the boat, and they say, "We don't think that's going to work because we've been trying this." But nevertheless, they did it, and there was so much fish they couldn't pull it in their own boat. They had to ask for another boat to come. Well, this other service is like another boat coming to help and making room for more people as we continue to share the gospel with others even around the world. Again, more families, more space, more opportunities. I shared this with our church too, and this just so meaningful for me that since 1955, Jesus-loving people started this church in 1955, and their heart was to make space for people to come hear about the Lord. Well, we stand on their shoulders. And speaking of over my shoulder is a heartbeat of our church that we have a legacy of hope, which we want to continue. People long ago made decisions so that we could now have a healthy church to be a part of. Well, guess what, everybody? We get to do that today. We get to make decisions today that will impact generations to come, that will impact people that we haven't even met yet. Can I say that impact people maybe who haven't even been born yet? We'll have an amazing church to come to because of the decisions we make today. This is a step of faith. It's going to mean you serving. It's going to mean you giving. It's going to mean you staying faithful. It's going to mean us stepping out by faith to make more room for more people and taking the action and initiative to bring those people with us along the way. So pray about this, would you? Step up and step into this opportunity so that we can take hope to every home. I was reminded, I read recently, again, I shared this with our church. I want to share it here again. I read about a survey of 50 people who are all 95 years old. Now, again, you may say, well, 50 people survey is not that many people, and I get it, it's not. But it's a collective 4,750 years worth of experience. And here was the one question that they were asked. If you could live your life all over again, what would you do differently? That's a great question. Well, if you're 95, you probably have some answers. And there were 3 that worked their way to the top. One was reflect more. You need to stop and smell the roses. The other one, risk more. The only thing risky is not risking anything. That was their perspective. And the third one's this: do more things that live on after your life. Do things that make a difference in eternity. And that's what we're asking each other to do as well. I'm asking us as a church family to come together and take an amazing step of faith. What an incredible opportunity. Begin inviting now. Easter's almost here. And we don't stop after that. We keep going. Let's take this step of faith together. You make a big difference in this. You matter to what's happening here and how God uses this church to keep on reaching people. So let's do it. What do you say? It's time to take a step of faith and watch God bless in amazing ways. Plan already for what service you will attend and who you want to bring with you. And I can't wait to celebrate with you and see what God does. Let's experience it together. I love you. We'll see you soon.